Well, today at 7 a.m., Multnomah County's Drug Deflection Center officially opened in southeast Portland. This is where people caught using drugs can be taken in order to start the path toward addiction recovery treatment rather than going to jail. It's got room for a dozen people at a time who can connect with treatment providers for medical needs and mental health. Deflection is only open to people who are arrested for possessing drugs like meth or fentanyl. They can't get in if they have outstanding warrants or are committing other crimes. Multnomah County says as of last week, more than 70 people have been referred to the Deflection program since September 1st, when the new law recriminalizing drugs took effect. Blair Best joins me now from outside the Deflection Center. And Blair, have we heard from the county at all today on how day one's going?
So we wanted to talk with the Multnomah County Chair, but her spokesperson told us that was not possible on day one and that we should be hearing from her in several weeks. Now, despite this center making headlines for the past several months, many community members were surprised that it was opening today. Now, Multnomah County has been holding community meetings with select community members throughout this process. But despite that, there is still no signed good neighbor agreement on day one between the neighborhood and the county. Now, in a statement from the Buckman Neighborhood Association, a member of that association who wanted to remain anonymous told KGW, quote, "In summary, the county simply ran the clock and then was gaslighting the community members with surprise announcements demonstrating a complete disregard for the truth, particularly in their supposed good faith approach." Tim?
All right. Well, Blair, now that the center is open, what does this mean for Portland police?
So this really has a major impact on Portland police officers, and here's why. Since September 1st, they've been doing what's called mobile deflection, which is when they find someone using or possessing hard drugs, and if they qualify for deflection, they wait with them on the street for up to 30 minutes for an outreach worker to arrive and meet them. Well, now that this center is open, they no longer have to wait on the street. They can immediately bring someone here to this building where outreach workers and service providers will be waiting for them.
I know we got a bit of a sneak peek inside this Deflection Center on Friday. What are your takeaways, Blair?
So that Baltimore-based group that's hired by the county to run this center, they gave media a tour of inside the building on Friday, and my main takeaway from seeing the inside was just how clinical it all looked and felt.
Good morning. On behalf of Turk House, we'd like to welcome all of you to the center, where everyone is standing is going to be sort of the reception portal for patients that are deflected. Once the patient is in the center, then the team will determine where the patient's next level of care is going to be. We'll collaborate with the patient and other programs to make sure that the patient can get to their next location.
So there are still a lot of unanswered questions and major holes in this system. The main one being that there just aren't enough treatment facilities in Portland. So there's a high likelihood that someone will be brought to this center, referred to, say, a detox bed, but that bed won't be available. So they'll be sent right back out onto the streets. Again, this is just day one of the center opening, and we are expecting an update from the county in several weeks. In the meantime, we will be watching how this unfolds, but I can tell you, the community, including those on the streets, are skeptical. Tim?
Yeah, and now that it's open, more to come. Blair, thanks a lot.